Morning. Well, it's the 12th of June, and we're off to Chiba. It's an exciting place to go. This video is one of several videos. I'm going to have to chop this ride up because we did 5.5, 6 hours worth of riding, and I don't want to lose any of the footage if I don't have to. Obviously, some of it I will, or I'll speed it up a little bit. But I'm going to do a series of videos here from this ride, so hang in there with me. This ride was a good one, and the footage is phenomenal as normal, so please hang in there with me and let's get this going. So let's wake the legs up and let's go. Thank you. You ready? We gotta get going.
Yeah.
I'm a little,
before you do the mirror loop.
I'm late. So two things. We have a mystery guest rider with us today, a friend of mine, which I failed to introduce in the beginning of the video. But we will in the next video, the second one of this series. He's a good friend of mine. I think you're going to enjoy listening to his story and getting to know him a little bit. The second thing is I was so late getting to him that I almost passed him as my mind was focused on doing what we call the Muta loop. I don't know why, but it was. And luckily he yelled my name and caught my attention to make me stop. So here we are. I did end up omitting some video and sped up a little bit as the ride from Yokosuka to Kurihama, most of that we've already covered in other videos, and it's not the focal point of this ride today, so I did do that. We're just now arriving at the Kurihama ferry, which we'll be turning in down to now, and we'll get our tickets and catch that ferry. Just a side note, that ticket for us to go from Kurihama to Chiba and back, round trip, was 3,000 yen. That included the cost of our bicycles on the ferry with us. Huh? こっちから? He said walk it. No, not the.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, okay. You'll probably see as we enter here, we're the first to get on the ferry. They always let the bicycles and motorcycles on and off before the cars, which is nice. And we go to the opposite end, to the back, where they have some special little things set up to hold our bicycles real well in place. And note the amount of people that are kind of guiding us through and waiting for us hand and foot here. I mean, it's just amazing to see this kind of service. And just those ropes and blocks are to hold our tires in place so that the bicycle doesn't jiggle back and forth and move around. And we're off. We just left the Kurihama port, turning the ferry around so that the front will be facing to Chiba. And the next few shots that you're going to see are a series of shots I took as we crossed over to Chiba. There was a lot of cloud cover, so it was very hard to see Chiba from a distance, as you can see there. But eventually it'll come into view and the mountains will start to be revealing themselves to us and calling our names. So anyways, off we go. Today's ride totaled us approximately 125 kilometers. It was 102 kilometers in Chiba itself, from port ride and return to port. So the rest of it was just returning from Kurihama back to our homes and getting to Kurihama in the morning. So as always, this ride was recorded and uploaded to Strava. So if you go back to the main page, look at the general information at the top, you can find my link and you can look it up. It's under 12 June 2025, titled Morning Ride. Shows 102.40 kilometers, so with 1,376 meters of climbing. And then there was a second one after that that got us home. So anyways, you can find it there. Okay, we're coming into Chiba Port here. You can see the mountains are right there. I mean, you don't have to go very far from the shoreline to get into some climbing. We're not going to be hitting too much climbing. Oh, there's a crew member. Good morning, enthusiastic. Good to see that. Nice interaction. We don't have to go too far, but we're not going to start climbing until a little bit later. We're going to go along the coastline here. So we'll deboard the boat, go across, get some food, whatnot, take care of some bathroom breaks, and then we're going to head north on the coastline. Well, welcome to Chiba. Okay, where was it? I think it's that way. Right there, 7-Eleven. Ah, 7-Eleven. The place where you can take care of the essentials that on ride. For example, food, drink, and the bathroom. And the occasional just chit-chat. Our ride was supposed to look like this, but it ended up looking like this. So you're going to have to watch all of these episodes for the Chiba Ride series to find out what happened. Spoiler alert, we found something in the end that was worth all of the mistakes and the technological difficulties. That's not the name of that shirt. What the heck was that shirt? Yeah, the Shenandoah.
Susquehanna.
So yeah, the Susquehanna. For context there, they had a t-shirt in the gift shop on our ferry of this other ferry name that wasn't even part of this line or whatever. And we were trying to figure out why they were selling this t-shirt for another ferry in this gift shop. But anyways, no big deal. lights? Are they on? We'll stop down here for you. He's fishing, huh?
Yeah. I'm good.
Got it? Hey, you're on. I said, hey, you're on. Well, okay, so we started the ride, and you've already seen that we had to stop because we committed the cardinal sin. We didn't prepare correctly. Yes, having your lights, your front light, white light, and your back light, a red light, in place is kind of important when you're riding in small, isolated locations with very little space on the side of the road through tunnels. So we took care of that little administrative thing, and we are now good. And as you see, there's another tunnel coming up, so just in time. Japan has a lot of mountains, and therefore they have a tendency to tunnel through them instead of go up and over them, which is a good thing, but we need to be prepared for that with our lights, so we did. One of the things that I immediately noticed when we got over to Chiba was the density of the foliage, the jungles. And this house on the left, that's not Japanese style, that's very Western style house, and I don't know what those guys do for a living, but that's really, really odd to see that here in this area. By the way, the temperature today was very, very mild, cool, on the cool side. We had a lot of humidity though. It was close to 80% humidity, and as you follow through the videos you're going to see later on in the day, it kind of did get a little bit warm for us and sometimes because of the humidity mostly, but it was really nice in the morning. Well, today's music selection is a little more along the rock theme, so I hope you enjoy it. I try to keep it casual, but you never know, sometimes they get a little wild. Not sure if you can hear it very well, but there's a lot of bird calls going on here, and the jungle is just alive this morning. All right, here we are, coming to the end of this first video. This is the first of the Chiba series videos from this ride we did. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope if you have any questions or concerns or comments that you'll leave them in the comment section on the video for me, and I'll try to respond. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you have, we appreciate it. We just recently went over 100 subscribers. Thank you to everyone for doing that. If you like this video, forward it, share it with others, encourage them to join. Throughout the rest of this series, there'll be conversations between me and our guest writer on topics like what's our best drinks that we recommend while riding in Japan, how do you deal with the weather in Japan, what's the best seasons to ride, what's the best seasons to avoid. Various different topics, and again, this will be our personal opinions, so we look forward to sharing that with you, and we hope you enjoy this. Thanks. Dozo. So the Chiba series will mirror kind of the Miura ride that I did, but in Chiba and in the mountains. So not much of a sightseeing tour as far as seeing shrines and that. We will have a couple of those along the way, but we're not going to be stopping and going in. This is a ride, a cyclist ride. So I hope you enjoy it. So we're leaving the coastline and heading inland. That will be at the start of the next video. Also, you'll get to find out who our guest writer is and learn a little bit about him and his story in the next video. Appreciate you. Until next time, Johnny.